this computer. Oh my god! I think we're coming in. Are we coming in? Oh my god, I'm crying already. Excuse me. It's just my allergies are kicking in. Oh my god! Hi, you guys. Welcome to another edition of the Wine Army Spotlight. That's right. Here on JLJ Media. You're not just seeing my face. Well, I mean, if you're listening, you can't see any of our faces. But you're not just seeing. But if you're watching, you're not just seeing my face. You're seeing two lovely ladies. We're all in Valentine's Day, red and pink, and that family. Oh, excuse me. It's toast cake. That was so rude. Oh my god. I'm having a moment for Sam. We have Miss Tammy Govea here. Hello. Hello.
Greetings, everyone.
And she's here. She's almost said something else, but she's not that. But she's here. She's ready. And it's Amanda Russ, kids.
Hey guys, I'm finally back.
She's back, and she's better than ever, folks. We are here to talk about Y&R that happened this week, and maybe a piece of the week before, because we weren't on last week because Tammy and I were celebrating Dish and Day's 10th anniversary. So I was going to give a shout out to Tony Moore, my chocolate twin, and the gang for 10 years of keeping that show on the air through all the changes, through pandemic, through closure of a studio, through Zoom, StreamYard, whatever. They found a way to keep it going like we have. But Tammy and I both would not be here if it wasn't for, in this forum, if it wasn't for Tony, right?
Yeah. It was such a special time. Last weekend was so special on so many levels. So yes.
I
And if
agree.
you don't know about Dish and Days and you're a Days of Our Lives fan, please make sure and tune into their show every Sunday at 3 p.m. That's Pacific time.
Pacific time, yes. And Amanda has met Tony Moore, so she knows. She's met Tony Moore. She actually has met him. Like exactly, you've been here. You actually get to meet him and hang out and have breakfast with together.
He's very handsome in person.
He's very tall. Every time I see him, I
Very
forget how
tall.
tall he is. He's way taller than I am.
I just like patting him on the chest.
And I gotta tell you, folks, watch the episode because Miss Tammy Govea is hot. She had this little skin tight dress number on. What's going on over there, girl? I was like, okay, Tammy. All the men's and some women, I'm sure, were all happy to see that. So,
yeah, it was fun.
It's fine. And also, if you want to catch Tammy, you can catch her in the Wizard World of Wizardry for Orlando. My mother's like, oh my God, Tammy's so cute. She plays a hot grandma named Nina.
Nina, yes. Everyone's
named Nina. I'm like, what?
Everyone's Nina. Like that other commercial for the How to Train Your Dragon, the little girl. Her name's Nina. Like, oh, okay, we're all Nina.
Nina. So yes, you're in that. She's in that commercial too for Orlando. So say it again, Orlando was it for Universal Orlando,
it's
right?
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter for the Universal Orlando, Florida theme park that's opening up.
Yes. So
awesome.
She's famous.
May of this year.
She's famous. She's on, so you check her out there. Also, after this, we're doing Bold and Beautiful. The three of us will be back, and plus Tammy. Yeah, plus Tammy. Plus Candace Mack will be here with us. So she's been with us for a while. We've been talking about this whole story, these storylines. So yes, we're going to continue that strange stuff that's going on over there next. Also, and at 1:00, me and Frank Moran, as we're celebrating our 10 years this year, we're doing GH Mini Spotlight, talking about all the things that went on in Port Charles this last week and a half or so. We'll cover some things that went before too. But we'll talk about all that stuff, and we're excited about that. Yes, and then of course we said Dish and Days at 3. Also, set your dials if you're ready for Beyond the Gates. This week is doing something very smart. They're airing in their time slot a half-hour special every day this week.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, so right after Bold and Beautiful at 1:00. Well, for us, it's 1:00 in Los Angeles, wherever you live, figure out what it is. They're showing, I guess, these half-hour specials. And then after that, for us, 1:30, they're showing classic episodes of Bold and Beautiful. So all this week.
Oh, that's what that's about. Okay.
And then they premiere, and the show premieres a week from tomorrow. Beyond the Gates on February 24th on CBS. For you in Spanish, that's se besa.
There you go.
I feel bilingual this morning. But so it's very smart. That's happening. So set your DVRs or whatever. If you want to check out what that is exactly. That's happening on there. And I'm trying to think of church announcements. I think that's it for now. Yeah, that's everything. That's everything that he's talking about. Okay, kids. There's several storylines we'll talk about, but I want to start out with that Valentine's Day episode on Friday. I was like, Phyllis and Billy. There was like Chelsea saying, yeah. I didn't know what was going on. It didn't seem like a part of it was like, is it a dream thing? And then it kind of was. I mean, so anyway, I would get the ladies because it's Valentine's weekend. And I hate Valentine's Day, but it's Valentine's weekend. I want the ladies. So Amanda, I want you to tell us what some of your thoughts first on that episode.
I was freaking out a little bit at first. I was like, wait, what? I was like, weren't Billy and Sally just like super happy like yesterday? I was like, I'm so confused. What is happening? But then I realized, oh, okay. I think they're dreaming. But then I couldn't figure out if I was trying to figure out if it was Sally who was dreaming or if it was Adam or if it was Chelsea or I was like, who is dreaming?
Yeah.
You know what? I feel sorry for Phyllis. I don't know why. I know she probably doesn't deserve it, but everyone's just automatically assumes things about her. Like she's automatically gonna do this or she's automatically gonna cause trouble. She probably will, okay, but give her a chance.
Right? Phyllis is beyond second chances. She's on her 245th chance.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, go ahead, Tammy. I want you to go next, please.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say to Amanda's point, I wasn't sure who was dreaming because that would have changed the story. It's like, oh,
Right.
well, if this is Adam dreaming, then that means this. If it's Chelsea dreaming, that would have meant a whole other thing. If it's Sally dreaming, then I'm really so it was very confusing. But the initial dreams were so implausible to me. Chelsea setting up this candlelight scenario with Rose. I think, okay, for sure, this is a dream. Hands down, no question. The Billy and Phyllis scenario, when he couldn't get a hold of Sally, and she said Sally left him to go back to Adam, I'm like, okay, this is a dream. But even then, I started to doubt a little bit. It was Nick and Sharon. And I said to Ernie, because we were watching it, I said to him, if this is a dream, I am livid with the writers because how dare they dangle this possibility in front of us and have it not be real. And then I said, but I know when they'll wake up. The minute anyone kisses, they'll wake up. But that didn't happen.
No, I know, right?
I was like, oh,
wait,
sure, I don't know. It's still going. Maybe it's real.
I love Phyllis. Oh my God, Michelle Stowers is so funny. Her interaction with Billy's just so funny. She's just like in this little scanty clad, like little Alfred boobs out, everything, and just like I'm like, come on, that's some champagne. Like she's like, you know, and
Freddie want to dance.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, and it's just funny that Michelle can play comedy and drama.
Yeah,
she can do both, and she can do both in the same scene. You know, one minute they were sitting down, and she was kind of serious for a second. You know, she's talking to Billy like, I know how you feel. I know what's going on, and like, so it's kind of like, wow. But I mean, it was her ending reaction. It was like she was like, it's like what? I don't know. I was laughing. That was totally Michelle. It made me laugh at the end. She was like, what? You know, so like, what am I doing? What's going on? And like that was hilarious because so far they have not teased them back together at all. It's been very businesslike. And the thing about, I was telling, and Amanda knows, that's what I was telling Tammy, said we've never seen them together. it was Gina Tognoni's Phyllis that was with Billy. You know, the whole Summer Billy, that whole thing. That was something different.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so watching these two together, I'm like, this is interesting. I saw a little bit of chemistry, but then again, Jason Thompson has chemistry with everybody, just about, and so does Michelle Stafford. I mean, Michelle's hot. I'm sorry, this is my friend and everything. But homegirl, I was thinking, going when she was sitting there on the couch with just boobs hanging out, and her legs were crossed with the champagne. I'm like, this bitch is hot.
Her 6-foot long legs, first of all.
Oh, so she's tall in real life, folks.
Yeah.
She's tall in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, she's beautiful. I
That
mean,
silk dress was gorgeous.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm just saying, you're seeing somebody older, and I mean that in the loving sense, because you know she and I are around the same age. We're saying to see someone be that sexy, and she's so natural about it.
She's so comfortable. She's comfortable in her body.
Yeah.
Right, and it reflects that.
Yes, I agree with that. So I just thought it was kind of cool to show that kind of thing. I'm with you, Sharon and Nick. I think all three of us have said we want them back together, obviously. And it seems so realistic. Just about everything we've been through, we've always been there for. Like, I was like, they did dangle it on us, Tammy. Sorry, they did.
I know. And I did have like, well, Ernie actually said, "Did we miss an episode?"
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
And I was like, no. So Nick coming in, you deserve romance. Okay, Nick, if you say that to someone, you better be able to back it up, baby.
Right.
Yeah, you deserve romance. Okay, my expectations now have been set for the night. And so I was like, that's not that he wouldn't do this out of the blue. Like that wouldn't happen. But then we danced and
it's about that was Patrick Drake. That's something totally different. That's a different show. He played a different character. That's about in the chat. I'm sorry, about the chat. Oh, give Phyllis the fake Damien. Well, what's about that in a second? Because clearly he has a thing where he already knows Audra.
Oh, okay. Wait, are we okay? First,
no, we'll get there in a second.
Let me shift. Let me down gear.
Not yet. Don't stay in first gear.
We're not to say about that.
I'm just saying. I've seen the chat. I'm trying to acknowledge the chat. It was like, I'm just like, see, I don't think that. Anyway, we got all this sexual chocolate on there right now. It's a little crazy. Much. All right. No. Anyway, but back to them. So anyway, so they tease it. The one that actually is the most interesting and could be interesting is the Chelsea Adams Sally, because I didn't really I like Adam and Sally to me are endgame. I thought they were endgame on some level, but then I'm kind of looking at Chelsea going, oh, maybe, because I didn't like Chelsea and Billy. They're too weird. Because they're past. I didn't like it. But I actually don't mind Adam and Chelsea on some level.
I like them now that they've moved in together, because that's such a beautiful typical storyline. Like whether it's two people in the elevator and they're stuck, right? When you put two the hero and the heroine in the same space, that's when the friction and all the fun stuff really can come out. So I love, and you guys were like, I don't know about Chelsea moving back, into the mansion. Like, oh no, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. But clearly his subconscious has made a decision.
Oh.
It's Chelsea.
Is that funny? I was shocked. Amanda, what'd you think?
I was surprised too, because I don't know why, but I agreed with James. I thought Sally was like it for him.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, what? But then Chelsea keeps saying, I don't want to be with you that way. Like, here's your chips. Like, I didn't even know it was Valentine's Day. My bad, bro. Here's your chips. Boundaries. There you go. Boundaries. And I'm like, what if Chelsea doesn't want to be with him though?
Right. Or is she fighting it?
And Nick said that to her, remember?
Yeah, remember Nick? Yeah, Nick, a couple weeks ago, man, when Nick was like, God, he was so funny in there. He's like, okay, Chels, so I check in with you. You know how he is. All the time. She's like, I know how he is. I know he is. Whatever. I was laughing. I'm like,
that's a good impersonation of her.
It is.
But I have to tell you, I'm having Morrow, because his last name was Morrow, male meltdown because his son on Bowl looks and sounds like him, but just younger. It's crazy. I'm like, it's effing Nick, but younger. But his name's not Nick. He's playing, what's his name? I'm like, I'm looking at on both shows. I'm like, that family has some hot genes. That's some hot genes.
Right?
Yes.
Where can we buy those jeans?
I'm just like, I'm watching one show with his son. It's like him, but younger. It's crazy. Yeah. I'm sorry. Anyway, I digress.
He's good.
He's good. Yeah. I mean, he looks like his father. I mean,
he should be really proud of him. His son's good.
He should be, right? Yeah, he should be very proud of him. I'm just like, okay. Anyway, again, I digress. But no, I think it's having everybody at the ranch is a classic soap trope that, you know, because they're all grown-ups. They're all grown-ups. We have Victoria and them there, Sharon's in the back, Mariah and Tessa are over here. Like, it's like, okay, we need to map somebody. We need a big map. Because it's like everybody's there, because I got Johnny and Katie, they're there, and I mean, and Connor's there now. It's like it's like South Fork on Dallas. Like they're all the Carrington Mansion. They're all living. So it's kind of like that's an old soap staple that in real life. Come on, you guys all live somewhere else, but it kind of works. Like Tammy said, you put them together. It's that powder keg stuff. What explosions?
Yeah.
Soapy goodness explosions. The soap explosions. I know Crew is his daddy's clone. I mean, kids, I'm sorry, he is. I know he's little. I know he's younger than I am. He's over 18, so I can lust after him a little bit. All we need is Miguel at the Newman Ranch, where he's been. I know, really. Where's Miguel? It's it was Miguel on that show. Then we have who Mrs. Martinez at the Abbott house. We never see her. What's her name? Was it Mrs. Martinez?
I think it's so. Yeah.
We never see her.
No.
But yeah, Miguel's at the ranch. He was there when
making cookies.
Make cookies. I'll make cookies all the time. That kid doesn't eat all that sugar, kids. Any parent out there knows they don't eat all that sugar. Why you say he has cookies? Like they're going to sleep. I digress as a parent. I digress. Nick right about Billy. Phyllis is going to wish she listened to Nick. Well, I don't know. Billy seems. Well, that leads to this kind of thing for you guys. That was coming out of that episode, but it leads to that in the last couple of weeks, we've seen Billy and Jack have those talks, which Peter Bergman he's so good. He's just so good. But he wants to back Billy's venture. And then Billy and them are trying to convince Daniel to come on.
Yeah. And touching on that, James, last week was really terrific. You know, I wish we had been able to do a show because there were such beautiful scenes between the Abbotts and their family dynamics and the Newmans. That's what last week was about for the most part.
It was.
Families mirroring each other with just sit downs and conversations and these really confrontational moments, but all in that dysfunctional, loving family way that the Abbotts and Newmans. It was lovely how the writers just took us down. Here's the Abbotts and here are the Newmans, right?
And no Abby in sight.
Where are you?
Where is she? You know where? No, be bad. No, I agree with you, and so I'm saying. So leading into that, what do you think about? I mean, because we also had the little Phyllis clan too. They had their moments also trying to heal from what's going on, and Phyllis and like Daniel said, I actually like working with my mother. I actually like working with her. They're like a little team. I kind of like that. They have their own little team, but just Billy doesn't trust much. So leading into all that, so Billy's trying to convince ourselves. So what do you feel about all that? Do you think Billy is really going to make it this time, or will be on yet another flop?
Okay, when Billy was talking on the phone, is that the dream? Was that the dream or
that was real? That was for real.
Okay. So he's definitely plotting something.
Because where Phyllis said, okay, wait a minute, no, we're not doing that. Because Phyllis and Jack, they all were like, no, leave Victor alone. Leave Victor alone. But he keeps saying, well, we're media, so it's a natural rivalry. Do we believe that?
He said when he was on the phone, he said something about what is it, get all the info on Chancellor. So maybe he's leaving Vic. I don't know. Who's running everything now?
Girl, I don't know. I'm so confused.
Yeah,
I don't know
me
who's
too.
going. I just know that next week's preview, Victor's going back after Jack.
Right. So Nikki is running Chancellor?
Folks, is Nikki running Chancellor? That was going on? Okay, I think she is.
Yeah, Nikki's running Chancellor.
Chancellor. So that's obviously directly tied to Victor. Um, yeah,
Right. That, well, you said it. That's tied to Victor.
yeah. Because now I'm getting the dreams conversations mixed up too.
I know.
Right. It was a
Yeah.
dream, but the real part. I'm saying before that we were talking.
Yeah. Because he said in the dream to Phyllis, I'm not going after Victor. I'm not going to do anything to the detriment of us, Abbott. What's the name of the company? Abbott Media or Abbott whatever, communications, whatever.
I think it's Abbott
Yeah.
Communications.
He's not going to do anything to make Victor come after them. But in real life, if he's going after Chancellor, then yeah, no, he's going after Victor.
And I'm surprised that Jack doesn't realize that Victor's not done yet. Like, I feel like they're like, okay, it's over now. We won. We got our son back. No, like not even close. He's so mad. See, I told you guys. Jack should have called Victor or something. When they were doing that whole thing and he did the drugs and the whole thing when he was trying to help her, he should have called Victor because that's it. Now Victor's furious.
Forever.
Like, it doesn't even matter that he was helping her. He doesn't care. Like, he's not gonna let that go now. I was like, wow.
Well, when we actually got shot and Jack ran over there, it was for Nikki. It wasn't for Victor, obviously.
Oh, do I have that written down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last week, Kyle is telling Jack that Victor took a bullet for Nikki, and Jack's response was, "Oh my God, is Nikki okay?"
Good.
It's not even, is Victor okay? He took a bullet. It's like, oh my God, is Nikki okay?
And Diane was like, she just kind of stood there like,
That was hysterical.
I would have been like, why do you care? Did I say Nikki got shot? No.
I was laughing out loud.
Me
That
too.
was such a funny moment.
Because she did, because Diane was standing back like, she's like, check mark. And he ran over there. And Victor was like, get out.
What the hell are you doing?
Get out. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Get out. He didn't care. Hey, this is a quick little segue. So Eric Braeden celebrated 45 years this week on the rest of this. Our buddy, we love him. He'll be like, I think he'll be 85 this year, or whatever. He just front burner storyline, okay? Working it out he may be sitting down a lot more these days. But that's fine. He's working it out. And I'm still a great actor. And him and Peter Bergman are just like, they're so good. They're so good. He was so rude to he's like, go back to your own family. I was like, he's so rude to Jack. But that for Jack to run over there, that was kind of, yeah. And Tony says, you're right, Amanda. You can't mess with a man's wife. So they'll forgive it. Well, we know how Amanda is. We're like, no, bitch. She'll cut a bitch. She's like, nope.
Because that's not, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how good of friends you think you are and all that. She's not your wife. She's not. Like, I get it. You want to help, but it really wasn't his place anyway. After Victor said, I'm not comfortable with this. I don't like him being your sponsor. He's also an addict. I'm not comfortable with this. Did anyone listen? No. Now they're all going to pay the consequences.
Oh my God. Diane brings up Jack was throwing shade. We're talking this summer about if Victor had dated women so bad. But then Victor does this whole thing. He's like, he wants Summer back with Kyle so that Claire can't have him.
That Victor, I swear. Oh my living word.
See, Claire, I feel like she's gonna I think she's like her grandfather. So I want to ask. Actually, want to ask Amanda because we talked about it last time. What do you think about Claire right now? Because to me, I feel like she can handle Victor on some level. I feel like she can.
Yeah, yeah. I still don't trust her. I don't care what y'all say. I still don't trust her.
Yes.
Like, I think the Jordan's gonna come out eventually.
It could.
I think,
But I don't want her with Kyle.
I think the Victor's gonna come out.
Yeah.
He's the little mini me.
I don't want her with Kyle. I agree with Victor. I don't want her with Kyle. Kyle is not good enough. Kyle's not good enough for her. And she either is very naive or she's pretending to be very naive. Okay, there's Google. All right. You can't, I mean, I get being somewhat naive, but come on, like Google it. But it's just, oh, I don't feel like they're a good match. I don't. I feel like he's gonna really break her heart on just somehow. And then the Victor's gonna come out.
High five, Amanda. My third eye is on Claire. She and Ian working together.
Right?
Ian's not dead.
Summer just annoys the bejesus out of me, though.
I know, me too.
To no end.
I know.
Like, what is that? You have feelings for Kyle or you don't? But don't play this little coy, just jabbing her. Oh, I hope you weren't too upset that you had to break your date with Kyle last night. She's like, shut up.
I think it's funny. I think it's very funny.
Girl, move aside.
Yes. But it's little Harris who's always like, oh my God, I love my mommy. I love my daddy. I love Claire.
Well, that you can't. That's hard.
He loves them all. When they were at the table doing that project, it was very cute.
At the dining room table?
Oh my God. Tammy at her dining room table made me laugh 2 weeks ago. Because it's a newer set now. So they do it on the table or whatever. I couldn't, the way you said it, Tammy, made me laugh. Oh my God. I couldn't stop laughing.
You know what I noticed is there's a fireplace in that dining room.
There is?
Oh yeah. And that's like my dream. Like I would have a fireplace in every room in my house if I could. Kitchen, dining room, living room, bathrooms, entertainment room. I love fireplaces. And there's a fireplace in the dining room. I noticed it last week.
I have a fireplace in my bedroom. You can't see it, but it's right back there.
It's the I
have a
every bedroom should have a fireplace.
I have a sheepskin rug. I just lay across it. Actually, I don't do that. Somebody says she annoys me too. Everybody's agreeing with Tammy. She annoys me too. Summer's facial expressions, Tammy. Oh my God, when they were playing with her son. I think you're right. I think she's more like Victor, and Victor sees it and wants someone better for her, not an Abbott.
Totally. Oh, it has nothing to do with Kyle. It's the fact that he's an Abbott.
Yeah. I know Victor kind of likes Kyle a little bit. I think he likes him a little bit. But that's not the point. It goes back to what Amanda said. All this hootenanny and shenanigans and shit, it all goes down to, I told you to stay away from my wife, and you didn't. And then both you guys got killed almost. And that's all he cared. Victor's ego was hurt.
The thing is, if Jack hadn't stepped in and defied Victor, Nikki would still be drinking.
Right, but it doesn't matter.
Because Victor was handling the situation completely wrong.
Right, but it doesn't matter.
I know.
She could have got another sponsor. Anyone else?
It's her choice.
In the whole city.
She defied Victor too. It's her choice.
But I think Amanda's right. It goes back to that. It's that simple, just lay down fact. I said stay away from my wife, and you didn't.
Because honestly, he wasn't mean about it at first. He went to Nikki and said, I don't like it, I'm not comfortable. Then he went to Jack and said, I don't want this. I don't like it. It's not a good idea. He was nice first. Then they defied him, and you know what happens.
yeah. But Amanda's right? She's right. I mean, he did go to both of them. He would like to stay. But I'm with you. It's her choice, and I agree with all that stuff. But I'm just like, it's just her bottle, her choice. It's so stupid, Tony. Hi, everybody in chat. Hi, 43 people. We love you. Seriously, I think it goes down to it straight to that. He said, "Stay away," and you did not stay away. You defied my authority and my wishes, and so he loves Nikki. So he's going to go off on her.
Yeah.
He'll go off on Jack.
Like, Victor,
he's not going to be mean or mad at her, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you're not, he continues playing that God figure in his family's life and believes, he lays down the law and the law should be abided by. And
he knows best.
There are consequences. So here we are.
I have to say, there's one scene that was very sweet, folks, that I thought, I basically am having this talk with my mom right now, if you're not there. And it was Victoria and him talking. And she didn't want to talk about it.
Oh.
And he was like, "No, we got to talk about it." And he was leaning into her. And they love it. They have, of course, father-daughter. You guys have fathers, father-daughter stuff. I have daughters. I know sometimes it's complicated sometimes, whatever. But they love each other. And I just thought that was just sweet. There's some sweet scenes there where then her and Nick talked about it. Nick comes in, they kind of joke about it a little bit, whatever. But the scenes that were not jokey, which is like, we got to talk about if I'm not going to be. I mean, I just got shot again. What if I'm not here? What are you going to do? And she's like, I don't want to talk about it right now. And I was so realistic. It's like, you don't want to talk about that shit. But all three of us know you have to talk about it. You have to.
Victor had tears in his eyes.
He did.
And that just turned on her switch of
oh my God,
tears in her. I was like, okay, I don't know if I can handle this.
I know.
We never see Victor like this, but how natural for Victor to be emotional about all of this. He almost died.
Yes. So when Eric Braden got tears in his eyes, I was like, fuck.
That's like, that's like too much. My brain's just like, oh my God.
Because versus Peter Bergman, who's a wonderful crier too. He's good, but he's so good also. But we're kind of used to him. He's more emotional. He's very much, Jack is very emotional. When they were teasing him about talking about his father, and how oh God, you're talking about that. I was quite at those scenes. Kind of, it was very. I mean, I think all three of us, we don't have fathers, so it's kind of like I feel like I miss a father figure. I do. I don't have it. I don't have one, and I miss it, and it's still new for me. So it's kind of like, wow. It's like them joking with them, and it's about his own father, because Jack wants to be the lead of this. He's the lead of this family, and he's always measuring himself to John Abbott. Right. That's always the measure. So we had, again, like Tammy said earlier, we had those two sides of things going on with the families. But I thought it was just very cool with the whole Victor thing, saying we got to talk about this. Yeah, we have to at some point. So, well, when we do this later, we're just like, then Nick comes in and they love their dad. They do. And he's all those different things. Even him and Adam had a couple of sweet scenes. Adam, like you said, and you weren't here, man, but when you I want to get your thoughts when he got shot and Adam and Nick were in the car talking. What were your thoughts about those scenes? They're really sweet. They're talking about their dad.
They're very sweet. I always want them to be like brothers. See, here's the thing. This is hard for me because everyone hates Adam, but since I've been watching, he really hasn't done anything that bad. Like, okay, he told some lies. Everyone does. Like, that's the worst thing he's done is lie. He hasn't actually really hurt anyone. And I'm like, it's so hard for me to be objective because I love Adam. And everyone's always like, ew, he's horrible. And I'm like, but he don't seem horrible.
Well, Victoria did admit she's seen how the other side of him when it comes to Connor and stuff. I think what was smart of the writers was to bring this Connor storyline. Show no side of Chelsea and him, actually. Show the kind of side that they're just parents. And and Victoria taking in Chelsea and talking to her, we're just talking like moms. That's actually really cool. I mean, that makes sense to me on some level.
Yeah,
you can't say the same.
No.
And Kayla says, "You're right, Tammy. He almost died." But in the words of Roger Murtaugh, Lethal Weapon, "I'm getting too old for this shit." Like, yes, that's Victor. And also the Jack and Billy scenes. I mean, again, I had tears in my eyes when you say, "I'm proud of you. I believe in you." I was like, God bless America, Peter Bergman.
And when Jack finds out what he's doing, like he doesn't want to fund him for that, for a revenge
He doesn't.
plan. Like, it's just gonna go down the drain. Speaking of drains, it sounds like the Abbott house might be having new drains if Diane
Yes.
has anything to say about it. Is that set getting a rehaul?
Well, okay. Well, there's another show. There's another set wants to get a rehaul to redo too. What was the other? There was the other house. So we got a new. The ranch is all refreshed.
Right.
There's a was it?
That's the term they use. That's it's just refreshed.
Refresh. I forgot what show. There's another show too. They want to do something different. Can't remember. But maybe it will be a little refreshed. Maybe. Why not?
Jack's response was hysterical. He was freaking out.
I love it. Oh my God. It's good. It's good to up some sets. You know, get a little older. You want to change some things. But no, I just again, it's about the relationships. And I'm just like, I look at them and I look at Peter Bergman, he's just so good. So good.
Yeah.
Like, but he's gonna die. But when he said you sound like Phyllis, it's like, well, see, if Phyllis was the one, that made me laugh too. Like, he was like, Phyllis was the one to go for that. Like, she knows it's a bad idea. Like she's I remember she stopped him. She's like, wait a minute. Like, nope. This is all you're doing. I'm out. You know, I do believe that Phyllis wants to start over again. And she wants to get back on top again. And she wants to help Daniel. I really do believe because that was even that scene where she was like, I would do anything for you and for you. And Summer got my nerves in that scene. She was rolling her eyes.
I know.
But Daniel was like, he gets it. He knows his mother. He knows. But Summer was like, Summer, she does love you. Yeah, she's a little loud and brass, but you're not innocent either, bitch. You got a little bit of your mother in you also, too, Summer. Hello.
I have to say, though, and I think, again, this was last week, really quick, the scenes with Sharon and Phyllis is saying, I'm never going to forgive you. Sharon, to me, seemed kind of bitchy about it. Like, she didn't seem apologetic. Nope. Or she was giving Phyllis side eye, and it was just like she was more like this.
Well, it felt like she was like, okay, bitch. Okay. Like Anne. It felt like she was like Anne. That's what it felt like to me. She was like, Sharon is coming out because, I mean, some of the stuff makes me laugh sometimes, some of her expressions, because Sharon Case again is playing it so well. She's just so good. It's like she's coming out of the drug state and all that stuff she's been through. So she hasn't really settled, her personality hasn't settled or something. I feel like it's just like, because she did, she just kind of like feels like, okay, bitch, you don't forgive me, then don't forgive me, bitch. Like I was like, that, you're right. It was kind of like,
yeah. Like, I thought that was weird considering, like, that's how she acted. But then this week she was so sorry and remorseful, and I should be punished. And Nick, having to see Phyllis and her family, isn't that punishment enough? No, it's not. You framed my son for murder. Framed him. He could go to jail for life.
Right.
Don't give me that bull crap about this and that. No, she was completely lucid when she did that. I watched it. She packed the bag. She went over there. Like, she wasn't all, out of it and stuff when she was doing that. She knew she did it and didn't say anything. It's not like she was drugged and then forgot she did it. I would never forgive her. Are you kidding me? That's my Then get side eye with me. Just don't let me catch you in an alley.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh my God. And the other really big storyline, and I think some folks came to the Zoom yesterday. We had a good time. We talked about it a little bit. I'm like, great secret line arm that Damien wasn't Damien. When that first happened a few weeks ago, I was like, what? I think it was a Friday episode or whatever. And it was like, I'm talking to some other black man. I'm like, what? And then when it went to black or whatever, and I was like, wait a minute. That's not. I'm like, Great twist. Did not see that coming whatsoever. So his
And
name is
to Audra's credit, the minute the first Damien walked through the door, she had to have known that wasn't Damien.
right.
So nothing was given away to the audience
Nope.
that
Not at all.
something was amiss at all.
Not at all. So we got another Damien. Like,
Damien.
okay. He's cute too. So, okay, I'll take it. Okay. And so, well, I want to know, kids. Me and Tony JC was yesterday. What did she do where he hates her so much? She was like, I'm dying. He's like, bye, bitch. See you later. Good luck. I mean,
Right.
it's not the Nate, because the Nate thing is not it. The father thing is not it. So what did Amy do where he said, I'm extricating myself from you, period. How dare you do this? I mean, it's been a fun storyline. Because that one week when David, he tricked the fake Damien to come over, and she goes, who's that? She was like, who that is? And he was like, and it was like, then they went to black, and like, that's not my son. I was like, oh my God. But the storylines were actually pretty good. I had no hope for the storyline, but now I'm in. But what did Amy do?
Yep.
That made
have that as a note. Like, what's she hiding? There's a story. She's not telling something. And Nate and Audra are so team Amy, but there's something she's not telling us.
Right.
And Amy and Audra, how close they've gotten. Where Audra's opening up her heart about her growing up. We keep getting these little things about, like, remember before, Amanda, we had stuff coming. She's like letting us know about her father being alcoholic, and we're hearing all this stuff. I'm like, wow, they're getting close too. So it's complicating things even more, I think.
You know what? Every time I start to be like, oh, poor Audra, then I'm like, oh, here we go. She has another secret, another lie, and then she's trying to have this real relationship with Nate, but she's gonna keep all of this from him. And I'm like, she never learns. Like, she keeps repeating the mistakes.
I'm gonna challenge you, man, on this one, because who knew this dude was gonna show up? Like, you're minding your own business, and he shows up out of nowhere, and he's pretending to be somebody else. He showed up, she's like, hold it, I know you. But he's like, I'm pretending to be Damien, so I think part was probably like, let me see what's going on with this. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, let's play this out. See what's happening here.
Right.
But I think
she told him, though, we're not gonna say anything. You will not say anything. You will never say anything. And I'm thinking, this is not good, because when Nate finds out, what's gonna happen?
And
it's gonna break them up.
What? So it's Tucker related, obviously. Nate knows the whole history with her and Tucker. Like, what happened that she can't tell Nate?
Why keep it a secret?
Yeah.
It's gonna destroy everything.
But see, there's also, is Holden working with Billy?
Yeah, someone in the chat said that.
He's on the phone with somebody from out in Cal. There's something going. They're really trying to tie this all together. So I'm like, okay, they're really trying to tie this all together. Thank you, Mick Floyd, for our $20 super chat. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
But no, I don't. That's the thing. I don't. There's apparently still some more connecting going on. Because I think we're keeping both men. I think I read somewhere that both men are staying now. So we're gonna give two separate storylines kind of going, but.
And it sounds like Damien's company back in LA, there's a lot of bad things going on.
Yes.
So he's in trouble, business-wise, at least.
Right.
So
I know. So
he could be working with Billy.
He could be. We don't know what kind of company he has, right? So.
You said yesterday. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like we were saying. Something's going on with Damien. So something's going on with Damien, his company, but something's going on with Damien and his mother. There's something there that's just it's not good. But I'm trying to think. I keep racking my brain. I mean, soap writers, hopefully something good. It's like, well, what did she do? Was it a business thing? Did he try to sabotage his business? Did he betray her? Did she betray him?
What could be worse than not telling you that your father's not really your father?
Murder.
you've got a brother now, and those are all such personal things.
Right.
Um,
But he was
Like,
like,
what's
bye.
worse than that?
He was like, peace out, bitch. He left. Like,
yeah.
I'm dying. He was like, I gotta go. Bye. And he literally walked out. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, I was kind
Yeah.
of aghast.
He was
Aghast
all,
at that.
oh, Nate, you can give her some referrals for going forward. Okay, awesome. Take care.
Yeah.
So I don't
And
know.
his face, at first he kind of went, he got quiet for a second, but then it totally dissipated and it went away. Samantha says, what could your mom possibly do that you hear she's dying and you don't care?
I go to the worst case scenario and I think of abuse.
That's what
Yeah.
Sam, that's, yeah.
Not that she did anything, but maybe she knew
Oh,
something and
maybe
didn't.
the stepfather did it.
Yeah, and didn't do
Right.
anything about it, protect him kind of thing. That's the only thing I can think of. Um,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that storyline because it's so hard to watch, right? But we'll
But it
find
would
out.
explain it. But it would explain
Yeah.
it. It would explain it. It would naturally explain it.
Yeah.
David old, yeah. I think that's what I mean, yeah. No hugs. There were no hugs. That's enough.
Mm-mm.
There was no reunion. It was, he was pissed. And she came downstairs trying to get close. He stepped away. Yeah, but it was good. I guess at homegirl, Valley Pettiford, your buddy, Tammy, she's good.
So good.
She's so good. I mean,
Right.
the makeup, I think, she's in real life, folks, she's beautiful. You saw her,
Yeah.
right? She's beautiful. She's vivacious. She's beautiful. But on the show, she never so dressed down and makeup, and it's like, wow, she's doing a great job.
I love that scene when, Damien leaves and she's so upset. And they're on the couch. It's her, Audra, and Nate. I swear she had them both in tears.
Yeah.
Audra's crying, Nate's crying.
Oh.
God.
I assume it's okay. I've acted a few things in real life, and so is Tammy. We're all like, and I'll tell you, I can understand. I've been in the presence of greatness in a scene, and when that person turns it on, and they're a really good actor, and for me, it was Sean Kanan in my scene with him in Studio City. When he turned it on, I was in shock. I know how good he is, but like I was sitting across from him. Oh, actually, I was sitting like right here, and I was acting opposite my friend who like is an Emmy nominee, like all this Emmy winner and stuff. And when he turned it on, I always think if you're tuned in as an actor in those scenes, you can't not be touched, right?
Yeah.
It's if you're a good actor, like Eric Braden said to me, if you listen, it must. I mean, they probably couldn't stop crying.
And that's what Dominic said in our interview. He said, she raises the bar. And when that happens, and to your point, James, and you're in that moment, you're elevated to another level. And you're free to respond really truthfully and honestly. So when he's crying, tears running down Nate's face, like that's all because of Valerie. That's all because of, how she navigated that scene for them. So
She's a pro.
and Dominic were like, this is gold. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I said in chat, Emmy reel. Yeah, for her,
Yeah.
there was some good. She played so distraught, so well.
Oh, she was just
She
her
did.
hands in her head and
Yeah.
crying. Like, oh,
I'm still wondering I'm just like, what did you do? Kayla says if Damien didn't know his dad was his real father, it makes you wonder what exactly Amy did. I know.
yeah.
She said Jackson will always be your dad, and he agreed. So I don't think it's something bad the dad did.
He really loved his dad, what he thought was his biological.
But it could be something related. It could be something related. Right? Maybe she betrayed his father. Maybe she portrayed Jackson and he saw something. I mean, I'm saying, I'm just trying, we're just spitballing, trying to think of like, I mean, the writers will tell us obviously at some point, but I'm just like, what did she do? It's like, sidebar. David looks like he has a nasty chest tattoo. Oh my God. Can't wait for his shirt to come off. Our Lottie's out there. He love a good shirtless scene.
That's something I would say, isn't it?
Exactly. Like, there we go. There we go. He's ready. I don't trust her, Sherry says. I know.
I want to know what Audra did because Holden said, "You owe me."
Right. See, I think it's Tucker related too. I mean, she was in business. She
It's
said
Tucker related, but what went
her and
down?
Noah. You know about her and Noah. She had a kid. All thing with that. So that went bad. So who knows? I mean, she has a whole past we can totally fill in. That's what's so great about Audra. But I didn't see that coming. When he was like, "Hello," I'm like, "Wait a minute, they know each other." See, they did that on folks. They did it on General Hospital. And don't get me started. I'm talking about that today with Natalia and Sidwell. I'm like, what? Oh, so oh my God, you haven't watched it. Sorry, you haven't watched it. It's crazy. I'm like, okay, there's some rewriting going on here, obviously. But I guess for story, it can work. But this particular thing, Audra has a past and a working past. So yeah, probably a deal gone wrong or something. And if Tucker was involved, who knows what happened with them?
Yeah.
You know. But again, what if Billy's working with Tucker? Oh my God, that would be crazy.
It would.
It could be a good twist.
Oh my gosh. So does that mean he might be back on the scene?
He's not dead.
No.
Well, okay. I just want to say
okay.
just one little side note, just one thing.
Yes, I bet, yes.
Excuse me, but Lily was rude. Okay. She walks into the restaurant like this, head down in her phone, runs into him. Okay, he's turned this way. He turns, right? Runs into him and then goes, watch where you're going next time. And then goes again. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, you ran into him. Okay. I was like, why is she being rude?
Oh my God. Because
I don't think I've ever seen her in jeans before.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, she's wearing jeans. She looks amazing.
Yeah, it's cute.
I notice these things, James. They affect me.
I love stuff like that. It's so funny. I never thought about fortune. So I'm like, yeah, I think I was hearing jeans either. I just never thought about it. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so funny.
She looked adorable too.
She was adorable. The jacket, floral jacket, yeah.
Oh my God. I love that. Damien was giving Lily bedroom eyes.
He was. He's like
the hot guy. I would be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm God. That's how she acted.
It was casual Friday for Lily. That's hilarious, Diane. That's actually really funny. Yeah, I know everybody's like, will Lily finally have a black man? I don't know. I guess we're gonna finally get that direction. I guess I don't know. Veronica's like, Lily is so snobby, that's why she can't keep a man. Go on, Veronica. Dang, Shady Sunday. All right. All right, like I'm saying, Shady Sunday. She's snobby. She's a little bougie.
She can be kind of like judgmental sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Just like all the other women in Genoa City.
Right.
Exactly. Phyllis isn't that judgy though. Not really. not towards men, but I mean, she likes her. She's friends with all her exes. She likes her exes. That's her thing. She likes them. Yeah, I mean, until her Jack fell out, but she liked Jack. She was friends with Nick. She's friends with Bill. She likes her.
Yeah, but it took a minute for them to get to that point.
Oh yeah. There were some bad things that happened.
I liked Phyllis with Jack.
I do too. I wish.
I like them together.
Huh.
I know. We're one about one.
They're gonna go the Nikki route. Like I think they're gonna go that Diane's gonna become obsessed with Nikki.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think she's going towards Nikki. I think they're going towards Jack and Nikki. And you guys don't think I say these little things. You guys go, oh my God, it's crazy in the chat land. Oh my God, James, what are you talking about? And then you jump right later. You guys know, you just never know. I feel like they're going that direction. And whether anything happens to them or not, but they're very close. They're very close, Jack and Nikki. So,
But that'll never happen if Victor's still in the picture.
but I'm saying if there's like an impropriety, looking like if there's something, if Jack gets wind that Victor's still coming after him, and there's some like impropriety situation set up, it's not for real, but looks like it, Victor will lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Will lose it. I need Red with a new man. Okay, with a new man. So yeah, Red. Yeah. I mean, I don't. They're not bringing anybody in for her, so I don't think that age group. I don't think so. But the shocker was that dream sequence. So I'm like, are they gonna go? Are they gonna try to put Phyllis and Billy together? Is that what's going on? Are we doing a triangle of Chelsea, Sally, Adam? That dream.
Sally's done with Adam.
I don't know. They're doing that dream thing. I think there's something there. I'm gonna say the opposite. I think there's something there.
So you think, but they didn't show Sally waking up. She wasn't having this dream.
I'm saying, I think, as our friend J-Man Atkinson always says, when they show things, it's not just for, there's a reason. And I feel like they did it partly because it was a fun episode to do, obviously. It's fun to do. But it's fun to see them all kind of do little things. But I think there's some truth in there somewhere for the future. Just mark my words. I could be wrong, but just mark my words. I'm saying, be wrong. But I could be right. I may be wrong.
I could be wrong, but I'm not.
Okay, I got a question.
Yes.
Sally is fierce, okay, no doubt. But is Sally any competition for Phyllis? Like, if Phyllis decides she really wants Billy, do you think Sally can fight her? Or do you think...
No, it's Phyllis. Phyllis will walk all over her. Phyllis is a tornado. Sally's like a little tornado. But Phyllis is a big... I always said they should work together. Two redheads, they should work together.
Oh, but she can't. She hates her because of the whole summer thing.
Right.
Right? I don't think she can get over that.
I think they can. You got on General Hospital, you got Carly and Nina working together. Trust me. Anybody, your enemy is my friend. If they have a common enemy, right? That's what happens.
True. That is true.
I never thought a million years on General Hospital that those two would work together. They're working together against Drew. I never thought that a million years. Never would have thought that a million years. So I can see Phyllis, and if they're against someone together, they say, yeah, they let Sally be Sally. She could be a good match. I know exactly. That was a good Veronica plot twist.
Veronica, yeah. Did you see her comment? Veronica in the chat. I think Diane is going to find something in the house related to Ashley's trauma, and everyone will blame her for redecorating.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
Because that's we still don't know what that's about.
Yeah, we know. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What's funny, when I would say when Friday opened and they said Paris, I thought it was Tracy and her man, that opening scene. And I was like, at the hotel, I was thinking, oh, you're going to show Tracy a little romance. But then it wasn't her. But I just thought because she's out there in Paris or something, or LA. I remember they're in LA. I can't remember where they are.
Yeah, they're who? Oh, Tracy
and her man.
Yeah, Tracy's in LA. She was at the house.
She's in LA.
Last week she was.
I said
Diane was running by the redecorating scenarios,
right.
And Tracy's like, "Yeah, sure. We need a little sprucing up."
Yes. So, I think that's everything for now because I think it's everything for now. It is. Yeah, we went through it. That was an hour. Wow, that's an hour. Okay, folks, we're gonna stop it here because about 11:30 we'll come back for a Bold and the Beautiful. We'll be here next week. Luckily, hopefully I'll be here next week. So I want to thank everybody who's reached out to me about my roof collapsing. So I've been dealing with that. And it was a rough time. Tammy O'Meara's been keeping me entertained with videos. Got me the twist of fate. Never can't wait. Yeah, that's fun. But I have hired someone to fix my whole roof. And it's $30,000 later, money I don't have.
Wow.
So give generously to JLJ Media. I think they're gonna pay for my roof, but we're working it out. We're gonna work it out somehow. And like, do you need a roof? So we got through the fires in January, and I got through the flood of February, but we're gonna work it out, kids.
I think the look is next.
They're ugly.
They are.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're not pretty. But James is hanging in there. I'm strong like bull. You can't knock me over for good. There was one shout I want to do. Oh, shout out to my sister Xandra. It was her birthday. Happy birthday to her. Make sure I had to miss her birthday because I was dealing with the roof stuff. But happy birthday, Miss Xandra. She's one of my biggest supporters. She knows you guys all love me, so she appreciates all of you out there. And I think that's it. We'll be back next week for another edition, of course. I have to ask, I always ask it. No, I know I said on the next show. Never mind, for a man. That's the next show I asked that question. But this show, we will be back with an episode of Water Mini Spotlight. Please like, subscribe, comment. If I think everybody's basically in here comment is new, but if you're watching later, you're like JLJ Media, subscribe to the channel. Just do it. And to all our podcast listeners, I'm trying to make sure I remember to say that. We do love you also. You guys are very important, and you guys do great numbers for us there too. You take us on the go with you while you're in the car, at the gym, wherever you're at the beach, whatever. We appreciate you very much also. And you can find us on all of everything from iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, and stuff. And I have a tutorial on this channel about Amazon because we're on Audible. So we're not on Amazon Prime. You go to Amazon Prime, it'll pop up, but it'll take you to the Audible app. And that's free if you have Amazon Prime. And they can listen to all of our shows there. All right, kids. We'll talk to you later. Bye.